so that we can talk about this a little bit. So yeah, so we've been going through the process of talking about mindset, our vision, our goals, why to budget, how to budget, setting goals for our time and our money, and controlling your money so it doesn't control you, and then controlling your time so that you can not really have more of it, but make more of it, right? So I had somebody today ask me, because I also do mastermind groups, and then this is my 7-day challenge, and today's the last day of the 7-day challenge. So I'm so happy that you're here today. But they were asking me, because we talk about those 6 areas of our life, right? We set 3 goals in each of them. So we talked about our personal development. We talked about our business, talked about our finance, talked about our health, and then our spirituality. Of course, I had somebody tell me spirituality comes first, and it does. Now, I happen to be a Christian. You don't have to be a Christian, but all of us have spirituality, right? Of who you are, what you do. And so, let me see. If we're working on our affirmations, and we're doing our gratitude, and we're working on our mindset, wouldn't that be a little bit spirituality? Or would that be more personal growth? Or could it be a little bit of both, right? So somebody asked me today, I only want to focus on my business, and I really want to find the love of my life. So I want to worry about my relationship. So those are important to me. And then I said, but you're really big on health. And she goes, well, yeah, that one too. I said, okay. She goes, but I don't want to have focus on all 6 of these. She says, I don't understand why. And I said, oh, okay. So let me ask you, if you get your business going well, and you have your relationships going well, and your health going well, oh, are you reading that book that I asked you to read, which I told her to read, I'm Badass at Making Money? She goes, oh, yeah. And I go, would that be personal growth? And you told me that mindset was making a big difference when you're doing your affirmations, your meditation, right? And then she talked about doing, and this is true, we can do 5 minutes of each of these. So if you did 5 minutes of affirmations, 5 minutes of your mindset. Courtney, do you have affirmations written down?
Not written down.
Well, you should write them down, because writing them down, so the more that we use, right, we have senses. We have our sight. So if we read them, we'll see it, right? We have what we hear. So if we say them out loud, I know it's crazy to talk to yourself, but that's okay, because nobody will know except for you and the wall, right? So if you say them literally to yourself, even in front of a mirror, it makes a big difference. But anyway, so if you did 5 minutes of your affirmations, 5 minutes of meditation, which meditation to me would be my Bible study. And one of my favorite things to tell people when they say, well, I don't know what to do for baby. Well, there's 2. I will tell them Jesus calling. I also do my daily bread sometimes. These are easy, short devotions. And if you really, really want to do a devotion, I tell people to start with the book of Proverbs. If you read a Proverbs a day, it tells you how to live your life, how to run your finance, how to do your business. I'm not kidding. And you know what? The funny thing about that is there's 30 of them. Did you realize there's 30 Proverbs? So if you read a Proverbs a day, that's a month worth of reading, and you can grow. So if you start, everything starts with mindset. That's why we started with mindset. So if we do our affirmations, we do our gratitude. Anyway, and this individual was saying, then 5 minutes, if I only work out for 5 minutes. I go, yep. So if you start doing each of these areas only 5 minutes, you could see a big change. Now, relationships. Somebody's like, well, how's that affect my, well, if you're having text fights with your spouse, your boyfriend, your teenagers, that toxic, annoying friend of yours that maybe you shouldn't be friends with, and then you try to go close a sale, how does that work? And don't tell me that people don't know, because they do. It's really hard. I know we say fake it till you make it, but it's really hard when you don't have boundaries with your relationships, or good, not good, good relationships. And the funny thing is, that's what we're going to talk about today. This is exactly what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about mentors. Do you know the definition of a mentor? Is a relationship where a more experienced or more knowledgeable person helps to guide a less experienced or less knowledgeable person. Now, that's the definition in the dictionary, in case you want to know. I know growing up, I didn't really have mentors in my life growing up. So I know that my first mentor, I remember my first mentor. I didn't find my first mentor. Well, maybe he found me until I moved to Kansas City. Well, it was a little bit before I moved to Kansas City, but about when I moved to Kansas City. I moved to Kansas City. I was 20 years old. I was going through a divorce. I was raising a baby on my own and at one of the lowest points of my life because I had to figure it all out. Leaving an abusive alcoholic husband, had a lot going on. But my mentor found me. And guess what? His name's Gerald Harris. And he came out of thin air. Not really. But it's amazing how God will put people in your life, right? When we need them. Gerald used to always tell me, if you want to do it, you can do it. So having somebody believe in you is really important. Your dreams can come true. Gerald believed in me when I didn't believe in myself, right? And he met me where I was. He helped me find strength when I didn't have any. And I'm forever grateful for his support and friendship over the years. When I decided to further my education, when I actually decided to get an education, because I had to get my GED, I had to get my driver's license, and then I wanted to go to college. He was there cheering me on. Yep. Guess who it was? Gerald Harris. He was present with a smile on his face, encouraging, and a heart of gold. And some things Gerald taught me over the years is it's okay to just be who you are. It's so important to only be who you are. And the way to earn respect is respect others and help others when you can and have a good sense of humor. That's so important. You have to learn to laugh at yourself because life doesn't always go right the way you expect it. I think some of us are going back into lockdown because of this pandemic or whatever. I don't even know what's going on. The world's crazy. But if we learn to laugh and have a sense of humor, it makes it so much easier. And learn from your mistakes and never give up and pick yourself up and try again. So after years and years, believe me, I've worked years on personal development, several mentors, and a financial overhaul. I found that these 6 areas that I was talking about, that we need to keep them balanced. Our business, our career, our finances, our relationships, our spirituality, our health, and our personal growth. And you might want to add a 7th to this. To find coaches and mentors to support you in the area that maybe you're not that strong in. So what's an area that you really want to work on? You want to work on your health? Do you want to work on your business? What area, Courtney?
Don't know.
So if you're trying to work on your health, right, then maybe you'd want to get a health coach. If you're trying to work on your finances, MJ even does some I'm a financial coach as well. But if you want to work on finances, right, you might want to work with either, MJ does more than financial coaching. So it depends on where you're at in that. But you might want to work with a financial coach. You might want to work with a financial